Hi. So after a year, a pandemic year, where we've been doing daily exercise almost every single day, 5 days a week, in which we introduce different exercises, usually only body weight, something you can do about equipment. It felt like time to show you a quick circuit you can throw into gym. So this is going to be useful for kind of anyone, kind of almost as an in-between, basically. So keep this simple. What we're going to do is we're going to have a cardio interval, which is where the lower body's going to be working, and we're going to have a push, pull, and some abs. And I'm not going to go any further than that, basically. So cardio interval, what we're looking for is a hard effort that's going to last about 30 to 60 seconds, and then a recovery period, and then a little moderate phase, which we're going to go back into after recovering and before our next hard effort. Having that change around is going to keep things much more interesting than necessarily just doing 20 straight minutes on the bike and then coming to weights. You can use any cardio machine you like, and it's all about your own levels. So you can go, your hard should leave you fairly breathless and challenged. Over time you can start to extend either the length of that, increase the intensity, reduce the rest. There's lots of things you can do to that to progress. In the beginning, just that pattern of hard, recover, moderate, hard, recover, moderate. What you can do is you can do, I'm going to use the spin bike to demonstrate. What you can do is you can do 5 straight intervals of that. So you do stay on the machine, and then you could come over to push, pull, abs. Or you could do a couple on the bike, push, pull, abs, and then go back to the bike. I'm saying the bike, it could be skier, rowing, it could be own body weight, metabolic work, squat jumps, anything at all. So let's get on with this, basically. I'll give you a quick example of what this looks like. So on a spin bike, we just get going. As I say, it could be any cardio. What's important here is just the intensity difference. So we go along quite moderately. For me, obviously there's a warm-up. This is my easy, I'm going to use this as recovery. If the spin bike is left too loose, the pedals will chase you, so a tiny bit of resistance often stops the pedals getting really erratic. Quite important. You're not looking to burn your muscles out by having to force it like a strong leg strength exercise. You're just looking to have something under your feet so the pedals aren't spinning around quick and chasing and trying to tie up your feet. You'll know what I mean if you've ever tried to go fast on a spin bike without just a little bit of resistance to slow down that pedal chase that goes on. Alright, so this is easy, basically. That's going to be our recovery. Moderate probably looks like a bit of resistance and a cycle. Personally, there's nothing wrong with coming up if it's quite moderate. You could be up on your feet, not trying to burn anything out, maybe going down. That's it. Go a little bit faster and light. The point being that you're not simply catching your breath, but you're in a moderate phase of work. On a treadmill, it would be like a moderate run instead of a walk, which you might have been using to recover. On a hard effort, what we're going to do is when we go up, we're really going to work hard. So for about 30 seconds, we can really push that out. After about 30 seconds, we're going to need to recover. So on the treadmill, it's a walk. On this, it's just real recovery. After I sort of feel I've caught my breath, my muscles are no longer tired, I go back to moderate, which could be not hard and fast, but just a little bit of up and down, keep moving, stay mobile. That's it. And then after a couple of minutes here, we can go back to our hard interval, which I just say that it begins at a 30-second hard interval. Could be about a minute's recovery and about 2 minutes moderate. And then you can start pushing those times. So back up to our hard. That would last about 30 seconds. Really hard feet. Good sprint, really drive that heart rate. You try and create a kind of cardio fatigue up in that high range. Let's say we begin at 30 seconds, come down to recovery for 1 minute, and then we go to moderate for 2. You can repeat that either 5 times in a row, for example, and then get onto your weights, or you can do a couple, get onto your weights and abs and come back, whatever feels most interesting to you. That pattern might begin 30 seconds hard, a minute recovery, and then 2 minutes moderate. Go 5 times around that, that's 3.5 times 5, so we're kind of looking up near that 18-minute mark, 20-minute mark. If your hard intervals start to look like a minute and your moderates start to look like 3 minutes, that starts to be a 5-minute chunk. And when you start to repeat it, it could be 25 minutes of cardio. So those choices are yours, but whether it's a rower, a bike, could be lower body cardio, own body weight stuff, could be a treadmill. The point is that interval system, so moments where you're really pushing it, complete recovery, moderate. Push it, complete recovery, moderate. We're then going to have a look at push, pull and abs. We have abs in the middle because what we're doing is push and pull, big compound movements, so we've got some biceps and triceps in there. Nice and simple for this example. Push and pull, we put abs in the middle because we want to save the shoulders. So when you push or you pull, the rotator cuffs, small muscles in the shoulders, working both times. So although it's very popular to talk about supersetting, for my mind, if you constantly superset push to pull, then it is not true that one side is resting whilst the other is working, because the rotator cuffs don't get that rest. And so we throw in an abs exercise. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for a simple push, essentially dumbbell press. Start off light, just like a reverse press up basically. You're going to get these up above the chest, and then you're going to let them come down in line with the chest. You should feel the weight of the dumbbells and the stretch across the chest, and then you're just going to drive up back to time, you see. Main thing is not to have this all dominated in your neck and shoulders and have your shoulders all crunched up toward your ears. You really do, when those weights come down, want to feel the work stretch itself across the chest. We'll talk about reps and sets separately, but that's dead simple. You will have reps and sets. It'll be in the text that goes with this video, and plus you may know your own reps and sets. Essentially, you've got strength ranges at 6, you've got muscle gain ranges at 10 and 12, and then you've got endurance ranges at 15. Select your weight, so whatever reps you're trying to do, you should be completely fatigued at the end. And then just to recap this idea, a bad push is up here in your shoulders, a good push, you really feel the stretch across the chest. So that's our dumbbell press. We're then going to do an abs exercise, and I keep that nice and simple. So we've got, pop this here, we're going to do a abs exercise. We're going to lean back, keep the abs on, support the weight of the whole torso as it leans back, more and more gets demanded of the abs. Don't let the lower back get pushed up, but keep your abs on, and then you're going to get really good torso control in and back, torso control over and back. When you're back here, don't release your abs and let your back arch, you throw your hips up, but rather your abs stay on, support the torso well, and in a way, this abdominal work should really look like torso control. Do away with the concept of sitting up. Sitting up is going to get you in your hips. Think of abs as torso control, so rib cage movements, really controlled from a stable centre. So 6 through the middle, 6 to the left, 6 to either side. And then we're going to go to a pull. So this is what a pull looks like, dead simple. One hand, one knee on the bench. You've got a free hand here, this is your other pillar for support. Get hold of your dumbbell, and you're just going to row it up. Like your push, avoid shoulders in ears and neck, but rather go right through the kind of middle of your rib cage. Feel that pull going up. There we go. Again, you select your weight to fail at your reps, depending on what your program is. So there is our short gym circuit, rattled through. Let me recap. We've got cardio, which will be in the lower body. Then we're going to come to push, then we're going to go to abs, then we're going to go to pull. Simple as that. So what you will notice is that we provide rest for each body part as we go around. Cardio is interval fashion, hard effort, 30 to 60 seconds, recover, 30 seconds to 60 seconds, less is harder, moderate for a whole couple of minutes basically. 5 in a row would be anything from 20 to 25 minutes worth. Either do them all in a row, or do 2 of the 3, come and do these, come and do the rest, maybe come back 20 left here. But essentially, we've got our lower body work to drive our heart rate, and then we've got push, abs, and pull. That is basically a simple routine, really easy to equip at home actually, just dumbbells, bench, Swiss pull, and cardio. It doesn't have to be a bike, it could be your own body weight. But there you are, there I have, we've rattled through a very quick, simple gym circuit for you, more to come. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe or follow, those kind of things. We'd like to, if you do subscribe and follow, then you'll see when we post new videos and you can keep chasing on interesting things. Also, don't be afraid to ask us for something you would like us to shoot. Thank you very much.